A video of two students violently beating each other on school grounds has gone viral, and now the local school district's administration is looking for the culprits. Good evening, I'm Adrian Alvarez.
And I'm Kagan Harsha. Socorro ISD confirms this is a video that students allegedly staged, recorded on their phones, and then uploaded via social media. In it, you can see a group of girls surrounding them and egging them on. A concerned parent on our Facebook brought it to our attention. Many are saying it's disturbing and explicit, and even more shocking, it appears to have happened on school grounds, possibly during school hours. Now, how and why did the students do this? Also, how do school administrators and parents monitor kids and students? News Channel 9 today spoke to several different school districts about what might be a phenomenon and what they're doing to prevent it from happening again.
Our number one priority is the safety of our kids at all times. So anytime we see students engaged in behavior that may impact their safety and security on campus, it's something that we definitely always take action on immediately. It's something that we never care to see.
What we don't want is this to become something that attracts students to go ahead and this becomes something that's popular, that they want to do, and that is exciting for them because it gains them, popularity on, say, YouTube or anything else.
The investigation is ongoing. No word yet on what disciplinary action those students might face.
A Las Cruces High School student could face suspension or expulsion after taking a loaded gun to Oñate High School. Officials say the student was taken into police custody after the weapon was found in his backpack November 30th. Las Cruces Public Schools say the student could face disciplinary action pending a police investigation. He allegedly told authorities he had it to protect himself from another student. The district says they will proceed accordingly after the investigation is complete.
Authorities say an East El Paso man was caught in possession of child pornography, cocaine, and marijuana. 21-year-old Rigoberto Fragoso was arrested on Monday and booked into the El Paso County Jail after police discovered that on March 24th, Fragoso created an image that shows a child under the age of 18 engaged in a sexual act. Investigators say they found that image on December 4th at a house on McIntosh. While investigating at that home, police found 12 ounces of marijuana and 1.1 grams of cocaine. FBI agents and El Paso police detectives worked on this case.
An arrest warrant in the Montana Vista area resulted in a meth lab discovery. El Paso County Sheriff's deputies were conducting an arrest warrant on Tuesday in the 14,200 block of Montana Avenue. When arriving, police discovered an apartment that was being used for the production of methamphetamines. The tenant, Jesse Alvarez, was placed under arrest for outstanding criminal charges. An investigation is ongoing.
The fate of Cirilo Chilo Madrid is now in the hands of the jury. Madrid is the former CEO of Alivion, a non-profit substance abuse counseling agency. He allegedly defrauded the government program that helps mentally ill children out of more than $500,000. This afternoon, the jury of 6 men and 6 women heard closing arguments in the case. Madrid allegedly conspired to secure a contract from the federally funded Border Children's Mental Health Collaborative back in 2005 and 2006. That alleged conspiracy included bribes to former El Paso County Judge Dolores Briones and involved several people. The judge just sent the jury home for the day. They will now return tomorrow morning. Ski Apache in southern New Mexico is finally going to open tomorrow. A lack of snow forced the Ruidoso area ski resort to delay its opening by 3 weeks. But beginner chairlifts 3 and 5 will be open on Friday. The resort has only gotten a few inches of snow so far this season. Angel Fire is also set to open tomorrow, and Ski Santa Fe will open part of its mountain on Saturday.
Well, it was another very cold night overnight, and tomorrow we can expect those winds to just knock us down. Chuck, what can you tell us?
Yeah, a lot of airborne objects as well as potential damage to area structures. There's a high wind warning just issued about an hour ago by the National Weather Service from 8 in the morning until 5 tomorrow afternoon, blowing dust with a strong Pacific weather system that'll bring some 4 to 8 inches of snow to the Gila, up around Bayard and Lake Morgan, also into Silver City, maybe 3 inches of snow around Angel Fire and the ski resort. After midnight, a 20% chance of rain that'll get better towards the morning commute. 50% of the area will see rain, 56 the high, and close to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. We'll talk more about it in your full forecast.
Thank you, Chuck. Well, obesity is becoming a growing problem for the military, and gyms in the borderland are noticing it too. News Channel 9's Anusha Rasta is here with the details. Anusha?
Adrian, the U.S. military is trimming the fat off its forces and denying American men and women from enlisting because they say applicants are too overweight. Military data reveals the number of active duty troops who are overweight or obese tripled from 1998 to 2010. According to the Washington Post, 1,600 soldiers have been given the boot so far this year because they're too plump. Push for Fitness is a gym in El Paso that specifically trains soldiers. They say 90% of the troops who come into the gym are very deconditioned and flat out of shape.
They're a big responsibility to our future, so they do set the stage, and I think it's important that they set a high mark and a high standard for the rest of us.
This battle of the bulge has prompted the military to develop much more multi-dimensional fitness programs for their troops. Fort Bliss released the following statement in response to the soldier fitness data. Quote, "Our goal is to have the most fit, healthy, and resilient community in the nation. Commanders are responsible for developing mitigating strategies for soldiers facing fitness challenges. This serves to maximize physical fitness for combat operations." Now, Fort Bliss has instituted the Wellness Fusion Campus that covers 1 square mile of West Fort Bliss and provides a variety of fitness-related services for soldiers, their family members, and the Department of Army civilians. Reporting live in the News Center, Anusha Rasta, News Channel 9.
All right, thanks, Anusha. The El Paso Fire Department has received a special award. EPFD was presented with a plaque this afternoon for their achievement of maintaining an Insurance Services Office Class 1 rating. The maintenance of the Class 1 rating ensures that citizens of El Paso are receiving the best insurance rates available by providing top-level fire protection to the community. Interim Fire Chief Carlos Carmona says this is good for the community.
That's very meaningful to the community. That means that they are provided the best protection for fire, life safety, that there can be from their fire department, from their city.
Jesse Williams from the State Fire Marshal's Office and Philip Bradley, ISO Manager, presented that award. Several new businesses are setting up shop in downtown El Paso.
Well, it's all meant to bring more shoppers to the area. News Channel 9's Sandra Ramirez is live in downtown with more. Sandra?
That's right, Kagan and Adrian. National retailers like CVS Pharmacy are setting up shop right here in downtown El Paso, and they're not the only ones. Many local businesses, El Pasoans can look forward to some more major chains along with local businesses coming to the heart of the Sun City.
I come downtown pretty often, and I wish more people would.
If you haven't been to downtown El Paso in a while, there are some new big-name businesses coming soon. A new CVS Pharmacy is going up on the corner of Mesa and Texas. That's right across the street from a Walgreens store and pharmacy. But competition is not a concern.
The Walgreens, which is just opposite, is going to actually move, and they're scheduled to open up early summer of next year at the corner of Oregon and Paisano.
Dennis Malonis with the Central Business Association says there are lots of other projects in the works as well.
There's some potential new eateries south of Paisano that are looking to develop. Corner Bakery is thinking about coming downtown. I spoke with the local owner of Schlotsky's. He's interested in coming downtown.
With all this new development, some people are concerned about staying local.
I would be scared for too many national retailers to come to downtown, because I think that would just change the face and put a lot of these little businesses out of business.
But the CBA says they're maintaining a good balance of local and national retailers, and that balance is what seems to be bringing shoppers downtown.
What was once an area where you could say, oh, it's only Juarez shoppers, well, organizations like the CBA and the Downtown Management District have really pooled their marketing efforts, and we can gladly say now, thankfully, that we're getting a lot of El Paso shoppers. We're getting a lot of Las Cruces shoppers.
About parking is free at all meters on all day Saturdays and also after 6 p.m. on the weekdays. We're now reporting live in downtown El Paso, Sandra Ramirez, News Channel 9.
All right, Sandra, thanks. El Paso's Insights Museum could soon have a new home. The El Paso Independent School District this week approved a memorandum of understanding with the museum to explore ways to share resources. Now that includes the possible relocation of the museum to the old Alamo Elementary School building on South Hill Street. Nothing is set in stone yet. The museum is also considering a program-based future, and that means it would travel to schools and other venues. In February, the Children's Museum would be forced out of the building it's called home since 1992 to make room for a AAA baseball stadium. The museum will close its doors to the public after this Saturday.
Lena, as the holidays approach, the spirit of giving just spreads throughout the borderland.
Yeah, coming up next, we'll have a way to change someone's life one text at a time.
Plus, one organization is staking out for 92 hours, all for a good cause. Those details next.